Hello and welcome to Auto Shenanigans. How the devil are you? Have you had a good week? My name is John. Thank you very much for joining me for another exciting episode of Secrets of the Motorway. This week I'm in Oldham, a town situated in the north of England, so it's of course famous for coal mining and the cotton industry, and indeed I'm standing on the site of a former textile mill known as Birchinley Mill, and just over there is where we find the start of today's motorway, the A627M. It runs for about 3.5 miles and vaguely connects the towns of Oldham and Rochdale, and it comes with 4 junctions. Naturally we'll be starting at Junction 1, and here we notice that the A627M seems to work as some sort of continuation for the A663. The A663 connects the A627M to the M60, and usually we'd expect this to be the missing link of a cancelled motorway project, but on this occasion perhaps not. I can't find anything to suggest that this section was supposed to be a motorway. A shame, because it's rubbish. The A627M opened in 1972 and remains pretty much as per its original design. When the motorway was built they included a spur that runs from Junction 2. It's called the Slattox Link Road and it's about half a mile long. Some sources suggest that the spur may have had its own road number, the A627M, and whilst it does appear on just one map, I can't find any official documentation to confirm this, so I think the map makers might have been sneaking in a copyright trap. On your way to Junction 3, keep an eye out on your right and you might spot the Tandle Hill Monument, which stands on the highest point of the Tandle Hill Country Park. It was installed in 1921 to commemorate the residents from the town of Royton who lost their lives during the First World War. It's made out of Portland stone, the same shit they used to build Buckingham Palace, and at one point there was a bronze statue next to the monument, but that seems to have disappeared. Being somewhat of a hill, the clue is in the name, Tandle Hill offers a wonderful view of the A627M, the city of Manchester and the Stake Hill Industrial Estate. So it's all seemed fairly normal so far, but of course this wasn't to last. There's always something stupid to find on a motorway, and in this case it's Junction 3. It's a motorway to motorway interchange shared between the A627M and the M62. Surely you'd not forget to build a flyover and then install a set of traffic lights on this motorway interchange. Oh, you did. Right in the middle of the A627M you've got a traffic light controlled roundabout where you also find the M62. I just can't be bothered. So we're missing a flyover, and quite obviously so. We can see where space has been left for its addition, but it's an addition that never came and it's unlikely it ever will. They built a DVSA checkpoint of sorts right in the way, but to be honest, even if that wasn't there, it was never really considered to be of vital importance. The theory was that most traffic would be using the M62, making a flyover fairly pointless. However, this doesn't excuse the traffic light control roundabout. After Junction 3, the motorway dives into a cutting, which you can experience via the handy footbridge that connects Cripplegate Lane with Ruskin Road. Back in the days of yesteryear, this was actually a road connecting the villages of Castleton to Boulderstone, but when the motorway came along, that road was severed permanently. However, because it's an absolute arse to legally close a public right-of-way, and certainly this being an old road it is, they've installed a footbridge so access is retained. Whilst it's not the highest footbridge over a motorway, it certainly sits high enough due to the motorway sitting in a cutting. It doesn't take long to reach Junction 4 where we find the end of the A627M. Interestingly, in order to build the junction and motorway here, the Rochdale Canal had to be rerouted. Where before it ran as an open canal, it now diverts off into a tunnel underneath the junction before connecting up with the original canal route. Earlier I mentioned the A627M possibly being a copyright trap, a common practice where deliberate errors are made on a map so that the creators can easily spot a copy. I suspect it's more likely an error, but it looks to me like Google Maps has set a copyright trap using the A627M. Their map suggests that the A627M continues at Junction 4 for a short distance to connect up with the A664. This is not correct. It's a trap, or maybe just an error. And there we are then, guys. That's all we've got time for this week. Thanks very much for watching. I hope you liked the video. If you did, there is of course a button specifically for that. And if you haven't subscribed already, please consider doing so. That would be wicked sweet awesome. Enjoy the rest of your week, whatever it is you get up to. My name's John. You've been watching Auto Shenanigans, and I'll see you guys next time for another exciting episode of Secrets of the Motorway. Till then, take care. Bye-bye.